Hey everybody, this is Chris, and in this video, we're going to be looking at the most common sound in English and how it's pronounced in the British accent. Do you know what it is? It's the schwa sound. And in the International Phonetic Alphabet, it's written using this symbol that you can see on the screen. A lot of native speakers use this sound every single day, but they've got no idea about this symbol and they might not know how it's used. So we're going to go over some of the most important points in this video. Remember that if you're interested in learning to sound more like a native speaker from the UK and you want to go into a lot more detail, you can sign up for my free British accent mini course as well. Just click on the link in the description below this video to sign up for that and avoid some of the most common British accent mistakes that learners make. Those videos are not available on YouTube, so you'll have to go over to my website to sign up for that. Okay, so with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Now, pronunciation in English can be very frustrating because sometimes the same letter can be pronounced in many different ways, even in the same word. And any of the vowel sounds, the A, E, I, O, or U, can all be pronounced with the schwa sound in English. How do you make this sound? Well, your tongue should not be too far back, not too far forward, in the middle of your mouth. Not too far up and not too far down, just It's a very short sound in English, but it's used so much. In this word, banana, the A, letter A is being pronounced like but the second A is banana, because we stress the na in this word. It's not like in the American accent where we would say banana, right? But in the British accent, it'd be banana, with opening your mouth nice and wide. Banana. As in, my favorite milkshake is banana. So here, the letter A is a schwa at the beginning and at the end. You can see I've put them in red. In the next word, president, the letter E is pronounced with this schwa sound. President. President. For example, he was elected president. So in this next word as well, E is being pronounced water. Water. So the ER at the end of the word is just a very common word. For example, can you give me a bottle of water? Here we actually have a few schwa sounds. Can is pronounced with a bottle of water. Very common sentence. It just shows you how much this sound is used in English. Let's say it again. Can you give me a bottle of water? Can you give me a bottle of water? Bottle of water. Okay, and in the next example, animal. A lot of people would pronounce this with a schwa. The I changes to animal. Animal. For example, what's that animal? And in the next example, the letter O is being pronounced as bottom. Bottom. For example, it's at the bottom of the page. How many sounds can you hear in this sentence? At the bottom of the page. It's at the bottom of the page. And in the next word, U is being pronounced as supply. Supply. So again, you can see any vowel can be the sound or even combinations of vowels like flavor, which is O-U. This is again Food is in short supply. So you might be wondering, why do all these vowel sounds change to And it's because they are not stressed in this word. The stress is on the ply. So we don't say supply, we say supply. Sometimes the letter Y can also be pronounced as a schwa. For example, analysis. Analysis. So the A changes to and the Y is also analysis. She works in business analysis. So it's also used in formal conversation. This is not just an informal thing. We use this all the time in any context. So the key thing is where you put the stress in the word. Not all of the syllables in the sentence will be stressed. When we don't stress a syllable, we often use the schwa for this vowel sound. So in this word, celebrity, we are stressing the le sound. So this is an e sound. But the first e is not stressed, so it's sole, sole. Again, two different letter e's, but pronounced in different ways, even in the same word. So I know it's very confusing. English spelling is something that's not easy to master. And when you learn a new word, you have to be aware of whether stress is in the word. If you look in the IPA, you can see there's a little apostrophe before the syllable that's stressed. I talk more about this in my full course when I talk about word stress and sentence stress in a lot of detail, but I'm just running over the basics in this video. And sometimes the stress of the word can even change. A very similar word can be pronounced in different ways. For example, photograph. So in this word, the second O is a schwa. Photograph. But in photography, the first O is a schwa. Photography. Or photographer. In photographer, both the first O and the final ER are pronounced as a schwa. Photographer. Photographer. Two schwas in this, so you have to be really careful. Even when the word is essentially the same word, the pronunciation can be different. And sometimes the pronunciation of the word can change depending on whether it's a noun or a verb. For example, in record, we don't have a schwa sound. But in record, when it's a verb, the first E is a schwa. Record. We don't say record, we say record. For example, I record myself speaking. This is because we are stressing the second syllable, the cord in this word. So again, in a typical sentence, you might hear a lot of schwa sounds, particularly in the grammar words, the words which aren't stressed. So let's look at this example sentence again. Can you give me a bottle of water? So here the can changes to kun. A changes to Again, the schwa sound. And of is not of, but of. A bottle of water. A lot of the articles and also grammar words change their vowel sounds to So let me give you some more examples of this. Than can often be pronounced than when this word is not stressed with the sound. Than. For example, I have many more than that. I have many more than that. So here the A in than is pronounced than, but the A in that is pronounced than that. Let's look at another example. Sorry, I was late. Were you waiting long? So here, was is pronounced was, and were is pronounced were. Were you? Were you? Not were you. We would normally say were you. So in a lot of words, you can hear the schwa sound. So sometimes the pronunciation of a whole word can change to the schwa. For example, do you want black or white? So if you said this really quickly, it would be black or white. Black or white. Not black or white, but black or white. And in this example, it's the same. Did you give it to her? So in this example, if you're saying it quickly, you just say to her, We just say the schwa sound. We don't say her, we say her or Give it to her. So sometimes whole words can be replaced with the schwa in English. However, you do have to be careful because sometimes the little grammar words are stressed, they are emphasized, and sometimes they're not. It depends on the sentence and the meaning. So let's say you want to buy yourself something sweet to eat and you offer a chocolate to a friend. So here you say, would you like a chocolate? A chocolate. The A is pronounced Would you like a chocolate? A chocolate. But let's say your friend takes 2 chocolates, not 1. So here we want to emphasize this word. So we say a chocolate. We don't say a chocolate. We say a. I said a chocolate, not 2. So in this situation, because we want to stress this meaning, it wouldn't be unstressed. We wouldn't say I said a chocolate, not 2. We would say I said a chocolate, not two, because in this sentence, the a is a key part of the sentence, so it needs to be stressed. Remember that the schwa sound normally occurs when a syllable or a sound or even a whole word is not stressed, not when it is stressed. Let me give you another example. I'm looking at the website. So in this sentence, at is not an important word. It's not a key word. So we say at the website. But in the second sentence, what is she looking at? At is a key word in the sentence. What is she looking at? We don't say looking at. It should be looking at. So I know this can be confusing. Sometimes the word can be pronounced in one way and sometimes another. But there are a few rules of English pronunciation. You just have to get used to it. Listen to how native speakers talk and try to copy their pronunciations. Try to speak in a more native way. So here's a final example. Have you had breakfast? So in this word, sometimes the have would be have. Have you had? And then breakfast, again, we hear this schwa sound, breakfast. But in the second sentence, what did you have? Here, have is a key word in the sentence. So it would be have, not have. Okay, so I hope these examples make sense to you. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. And these are the basics of how this sound is used in English, but I haven't had time to go into a lot of detail. If you'd like to practice all the sounds in the English language in detail and learn to speak more like a native, then you can check out my full British accent course. Click the link in the video description or visit speakenglishwithchris.com to find out more. And if you found this video useful, I really would appreciate it if you could click the like button, and also if you want more, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you get all the notifications about my latest videos. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.